Well, we got some catching up to do. Okay, week 2 of permanent peace, done. I didn't practice that much. I maybe did like an hour worth of the actual foundation meditation. I was on family vacation, the astral projection videos, that's where I was. And so I started this new technique. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna wait till the course is completely done and then give it, because it is kind of advanced, but that's not important. This technique is a Kundalini Raiser. It's like a Kundalini blaster. So you hold your breath and you perform certain locks. And when you hold these locks for a certain amount of time, it stimulates the root chakra and it draws the energy up through the middle channel of the spine. Well, you're supposed to draw it up there. I find it happens naturally, but Kundalini energy is sexual energy. So as it rises up through the middle of the spine, I want to say it dispenses it because I feel it like throughout my whole body. And it's not PG-13, but it feels like you're constantly orgasming the whole time that you're holding it. It is too much energy. It feels insane though. Like, I can't believe the human body can naturally do that. And then when you release the permanent peace, mic drop. So I've been playing around with that technique for maybe the past 3 days. Today was the first day I took it more seriously. The other times were just kind of like tests to see if I was doing it good. Also with Kundalini energy, a lot of times people do like semen retention, they don't have sex, all that stuff. It's good because that type of energy is an amplifier, but make sure that you don't approach that with the idea that it's going to cleanse you out of negative energy. Because I super duper recommend that if you are someone who masturbates, all that stuff, do semen retention when you do permanent peace, because you will be missing out on a lot. Again, sorry for not the PG-13 language here. Alright, now that we're done with the 18 plus section, yes, so my breath is elongating. If I focus down and do the breathing technique level 2 of the foundation, my breath goes to 2 breaths per minute, which is close. It's at like 55 seconds. So looking pretty good there. The thing is that's not my natural breath. And when I did I can't say it. When I did the Kundalini technique, I became very still, very subtle. So I noticed all the things that I was doing forcefully, and that was breathing. And my breathing actually hurt because I was breathing too forcefully and too shallow. And that was very interesting because I thought that I was doing good, but guess I wasn't. The next thing is just being. After you do the meditations, all that stuff, you just want to be, and that's kind of your natural state. Your breath will be longer, it'll be slower, so you kind of embody that as well. You'll be more subtle, moving more slower, more calm. And that is a natural state of just being. You don't feel like you have to forcefully do anything. And it's kind of hard to accept at that point because the rational mind comes in. The rational mind's like, okay, we gotta eat, we gotta get dressed, we gotta go outside, we gotta work out, we gotta do all of these things. But if you practice a detached state, then it doesn't interrupt the just being state. And that's kind of the whole important thing about all of this. You want to get rid of that attachment to the thoughts, because if you get in the just being state after 2 hours of meditation and you interrupt it with working out with the expectation that you're going to go back to that just being, it's kind of pointless. You're adding this middleman for something that you already had. And not to mention, it's forced. It's a forced action. You feel like you have to do the exercise so then you can be calm later. Otherwise you're going to feel restless because you're not getting your agenda done. But again, the agenda is just forced action. It's not inspired. It's not... Oh, the inspired action thing. I always confuse myself with that. Basically, it's not just being. That's the point I'm trying to say. If it interrupts the just being state, you gotta let it go. You gotta detach. And Then it goes to the detached healing that's been going on. So I've been becoming super duper still. And when I interact with someone, I can kind of embody their emotional mental state a lot easier. I just receive it a lot easier because I have a lot less mental projections that I'm attached to, and I have my focus there. And so when I get into their emotional mental state and I receive it, I can embody their state of being, but it's from like a detached state, so it doesn't actually make me upset, it doesn't actually affect me. It's just, oh, okay, my lungs are a little bit tighter, I'm guessing they're in a little bit more grief. Ooh, my stomach's a little bit weird. Oh, my brain's getting a little bit foggy. But it's like I'm almost viewing someone else while the majority of my awareness is in this grander, all-encompassing scale. That's a really weird explanation, but I think you understand what I mean. I can embody what they feel, but from a detached state. So I can observe the anger, but I don't get angry. I can observe the sadness, but I don't get sad. And what's good with this is I can better understand where they're coming from to better heal them. And it comes in varying degrees. Sometimes if I am a little bit restless, I can't get in that state. And it's a lot harder to do the healing and the helping them just get to a calm level. But if I'm calm and I've done my practices and I interact with them, it's way easier to get in tune with them. The only issue is when I embody that, then I can sometimes slip into an attachment of what I just received, and then I can get nervous, I can get neurotic. And at that point, I'm giving them control of my nervous system because it's interrupting my breath. Anything that interrupts my breath immediately gets control of me. And that's what I've been learning about this permanent peace thing. Even my own thoughts, if my thoughts interrupt my breath, then my thoughts have control of all of me. And I don't want that. No, because a thought is just that, a thought. It's not me. I'm the observer. The thought is the object of observation. Cool, week 2's done. Peace.